Isn't that a pretty sight? Yeah. It's gonna be sad if this car has to go. If I sell this car, I will miss it. It's a love-hate kind of relationship with these type of cars. They're nice to look at, they drive nice, they're really fancy and everything. They're getting old. They can get a bit annoying because they're getting old. But when you're in them, when you start it up and you just enjoy the class of it and you learn to appreciate, you can have a lot of fun with them. But when the bill comes out to repair them, then you'll be a bit worried. Let me just rest that there. Some biscuits. I'm always trying to play with this key thing. I've just discovered that you can open these windows. But oh, there you go. Oh, I figured it out. So you can open all your car windows without even going and starting the car. I mean, it's the coolest feature. I didn't know this until just recently. Just a few days ago, really. And ever since, I've just been playing with it. I just won't stop showing it off. It's such a good feature, especially at the car, like at a car meet. You pull up to your car, and it's a nice warm summer day, and you just turn your key, and your window's open for you. Oh, all right. Okay, let's get my cookies. Oh. Put that there. Oh, it's nice and warm in here. I'm gonna close these windows again because it's warm. I want to keep it warm. I don't want to have it cold while I drive. Oh, come on. Oh, it's dead cold. I haven't driven this car. Oh, dang. Thank you, Mercedes-Benz, for giving me the seat belt. Oh, it's evening. Around what? Oh, 7:30. It's almost the same time as the other video I shot the other day. Was it yesterday? For some reason, I keep doing my videos around this time. Now, I'm gonna try and eat while I drive. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm dropping cookies everywhere. Alright, guys. Now I've finished my cookie. Let's turn on the heat a little bit. Yeah, just on low. Get this thing warmed up. So I'm just taking a quick drive. Pretty much in this video, I just want to cover some technical issues I made. In one of the other videos, I did say that actually I made a mistake. I made a big mistake. I gave the wrong price listing on some houses, so I'm gonna go back and try to refilm it, and hopefully give you the right prices this time. Because I did some research and I made a mistake, really. So I chose to go and film this. You're probably wondering, why am I filming in the dark? It's almost dark now. It's evening. I probably could have left a little bit earlier. The reason I'm filming in the dark is that I want to show you houses with the actual the lights turned on. I think they just look much better with the lights turned on. It's evening time, so you'll be able to see what it really looks like with all its features from the outside, lights and all. Hopefully it won't be too dark when I get there. And that's in the Waverley area. So that I'm going to Glen Waverley in Melbourne, and I will just do a quick video just to show you what the real estate is like over there, in case you guys want to move to Melbourne. You will see what kind of houses you could have if you had such money. And these houses, let me tell you, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked with the prices. I don't know if they'll be too cheap for you or if they'll be too expensive. But I know they're too expensive for me, so I'm not gonna make any fake videos here. I am not intending to buy these houses. Right now I'm going down High Street Road. This is High Street Road leading towards Glen Waverley. I'm in Mount Waverley right now. This is Mount Waverley Streets. In case you're wondering, where am I? This is Mount Waverley. You got little shops on High Street Road here, pizza shops, barbers, and a service garage. I've already covered some of these. I think I came here too late. It's starting to get a bit dark too quickly now, so I hope my camera will be able to pick up the features. But nevertheless, you can see Mount Waverley. Mount Waverley is not too bad. It's got nice houses here as well. I will try and cover some of the houses in this area as well. I wish I could move into this area. Very, very nice area. Old area. I think these areas were developed back in the 50s. That's when they were developing these areas. So most of these houses are from the 1950s and 40s. And the newer ones, as the old ones are getting old now, they're demolishing them and putting up new ones, which I call mini mansions, because often they're like 3 stories tall, 2 double story, big blocks of big buildings with no land, just a big square cube. All right, we've arrived to our location. Now these houses here, petrol stations nearby. Look at these houses. Isn't that a beautiful cube? Beautiful cube. Look at this. And that's the real estate company that does it. I don't know if you can see that, but my camera's not that strong. Okay guys, now fixing my mistakes from the other video. I told you that these houses, this type of house here, that size, I said it was a $1.2 million house. In fact, guess what? It's a $3.1 million house. So these houses along the street that I'm about to show you, $3 to $4 million houses. This is in Australia, in Mount Waverley suburb. That's a nice house. Oh, well, the lights are not turned on that one, but guys, these are mini mansions. Wow. Wow. $3 million houses. That one right there, it's a $3.1 million house. Huge, big block of a building. Wow, wow, wow. So yeah guys, the reason is I'm surprised, just the same as you. I'm really, really surprised. I'm sure most of you are surprised. These houses are that expensive. That's a $2.7 million house in American dollars. Also Aussie dollars. These are. And then on the opposite side, these ones are a bit smaller. They're about a 1 point. These old houses on this side. Look at these houses on the opposite side. They're 1.6, 1.2 million dollar houses. These old ones. And this is where I got confused. I thought, okay, there's a big one there. That's probably about a $2 million house. That's about that's probably almost a $3 million house. These are pretty much $3 million houses, guys. And the reason I got shocked is that I used to live in Glen Waverley many years ago, and houses in the $3 million range were absolutely non-existent. Now, and that was in the 90s, now in 2021, the houses over here, the houses are so expensive, so extremely expensive, guys. Now I'll show you a 4-bedroom house, a regular size house. Here we go. This is not far from that location, right? Look at the house. Old house there, 3-bedroom. These are very common size houses built in the 50s and 60s. Those houses are 1.2 to 1.6 million dollar houses, old houses. Oh boy, I got everything mixed up. I gave you old house prices, and this is an old house here, built in. We used to live in a house similar to this one, around that age of a house, and those houses are 1.2 million dollars, and they're just selling them for land basically because these houses are getting knocked down. Nobody wants to buy and live in these old houses anymore. So, wow, nice Benz. That's a nice Benz. Wow. And here I am driving my old Benz in such a nice neighborhood. I should be ashamed of myself. I feel so inadequate. There's another big house there. Guys, I'm just showing you this because some of you live overseas. Maybe you used to live in Australia many years ago and you want to see what it's like today. This is what it's like today in Melbourne. New houses are being built, old houses are going. You get houses like that. They're putting up houses just like this in the suburbs. It's a shame as well because at the same time we're losing history. We're losing history, and I love seeing these old houses like that. Look, they got a big old tree right at the front. You can't get that in a new house. You just can't. So we're losing all that history, the old nature, all because we want to have big, fancy, flashy houses. Now, what can you do? This is the way things are going these days. Oh, and here we're back again to where we began. Look at that. Look at that. Let me switch off the light so you can see it better. See it better in its real proportions. Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? I'm tempted to park my car just outside here so you guys can see what the car would have looked like. Let me see if I can do that. See what the car would have looked like in its natural environment. All right, guys, there's the Benz in front of the mini mansion. That's how it would have looked like in its natural environment, in a nice rich area where it belongs. Probably not in my hands, but it's in my hand. It's in my hands now. It's in my hands now, so it's gonna have to deal with that. It's one of those facts that you just have to live with, okay? All right, guys, I'm gonna sign off now. Let's go. It's time to go. I think you've seen enough.